It was like yesterday when Hazel was a small puppy who would play with her mother, Panda. I remember this one time when Hazel and Panda found a towel on the ground and played a game of tug of war with it. A year and a half later, Hazel had puppies of her own. It was truly a circle of life moment. The puppies had started walking with complete balance and it was chaos at the house. The puppies would chase Hazel around the house for milk. Sometimes Hazel would be very tired and could not give milk. So she would jump onto the couch, which the puppies couldn't get to, and then fall asleep. A month later, my dad slowly made the puppies shift to solid foods so that there would be less pressure on Hazel. All four puppies would camp in the kitchen next to my dad, waiting for food to be served. They would even sleep there as well. This continued for a few weeks. Hazel and her puppies would eat food, play together, and take long naps. Another month passed by, and some problems occurred with the puppies and Hazel. As the puppies were now eating solid foods, they would go potty everywhere at the house. They would also fight a lot with each other when it came to food. The puppies were now old enough to be independent from her mom, Hazel. So my parents and I decided to put the puppies up for adoption. We really did not want to give them away, but they were older now and would often fight with each other. Also, we had promised our landlord at the time that we would give them for adoption. I told my dad, I wish we could buy our own farmhouse and have all the puppies and Hazel with us forever. The next day, we called Jaydev sir and explained to him the situation. He offered to help us by posting about the puppies on Facebook. We thanked him and waited for good owners who wanted to adopt the puppies. One person was interested in the twins and told us that his friend really likes dogs. That evening, he and his friend came to our house and took the twins. As they were carrying away the two puppies, I got super emotional. It hit me like a train because just the other day, all four of the puppies were together, sleeping and waiting in the kitchen to eat food. Then, only two puppies remained, Alpha Boy and Hazel Jr. A family was interested in adopting Alpha Boy and came to our house to see him. They told us that their previous dog sadly passed away due to the parvovirus. So they were looking to adopt a puppy. When they arrived, Alpha Boy had just gotten up from a nap, so he was still sleepy. When the lady carried him in her arms, surprisingly, he was comfortable. I thought when he saw an unfamiliar face, he would bark. But no, he was super chill. The family then promised my parents and I that they would take good care of him. As they were taking away Alpha Boy on their bike, my mom cried as he was my mom's favorite puppy. It was such a bittersweet feeling because we were happy that he found a new home, but he wasn't in our home anymore. Now it was just Hazel Jr. Usually she would play with the rest of the puppies, but since all of them were gone, she played with her mom. The next day, a man said he was interested in adopting Hazel Jr. He told us that he would come with his kids to our house to see Hazel Jr. When they arrived, Hazel Jr. was a little spooked as there were new faces. But then Hazel Jr. continued to play with the kids. They then took Hazel Jr. with them in their car. The house was very silent that day without the puppies. When the puppies were at the house, during evenings, all of them would run around the house and play with each other. Now it was just Hazel. She finally had a break from being a parent and took lots of rest that day. The next day, we got a text from the person who took Hazel Jr. He told us that she was finding it hard to adjust at their house and that she would constantly whimper when she was left alone. She grew up alongside her brothers and her mother Hazel, so it made sense. He told us he would watch another day and update us. Another day passed and he told us that his daughter insisted that they would return Hazel Jr. to us, saying she wants to be with her mother, so let's not force her to stay here. When they brought back Hazel Jr., she immediately saw her mom and got super excited. They played the whole day. Hazel Jr. loved her mom since day one, so she could not live in a different home without Hazel. The daughter of the man was really happy to know that Hazel Jr. is reunited with her mom. Hazel Jr. loved sleeping as well. I mean, do we even need a DNA test for these two? Hazel Jr. would pull this one move on her mom where she would go to her in slow motion and suddenly attack her. So I recreated her own move and pulled it on her. The funniest thing to me in the world is Hazel Jr. noticing herself in the mirror and thinking it is a different dog. My dad renamed Hazel Jr. to Nila. The name Nila means the moon in Tamil. As Hazel Jr.'s fur is as white as the moon, it was a perfect name for her. I'll be very honest, raising pets is not easy. There will be fur everywhere. The words your food or my food do not exist. There is only our food. There will be times when you will be cleaning their potty and end up losing your appetite. But when you come home and have someone who is patiently waiting for you and greets you like this, it makes it all worth it.